So today's Chief Accounting Officer really has three primary things that they worry about. First of all, the processes that they are responsible for across the company that every employee uses for expense reporting, for reporting time off, making those processes as efficient and effective as possible so that the employees can spend as little time as possible on administrative matters and focus on their real jobs. Additionally, the Chief Accounting Officer is charged with keeping the company safe, right? Making sure that assets are safeguarded, making sure that the accounting's correct and that the company's compliant with all the regulatory bodies that they're subject to. And this is a key one. I mean, if things go wrong here, then you've got a disaster. And lastly, it's about data. It's about providing business insight to the leaders of the company who are making decisions. If you think about the financial system, that's where most of the data is that is important to leadership to make good business decisions. So it's about getting the information into the system and then getting it back out again in an easily accessible way that allows business leaders to make good decisions about the company. If you ask any Chief Accounting Officer today what they really want out of a financial system, they will all say the same thing. They want it to be easy to use, they want it to be flexible, they want really short ramp times for their new folks, they want real-time consolidations and real-time reporting, and they want it to be flexible so that it can change with the business as the business changes and they're not always behind. So if you think about what a Chief Accounting Officer is really trying to accomplish, a legacy system cannot get you there. These systems were built 30 years ago. They were built to be accounting systems, not business systems. They were built before Sarbanes-Oxley and the modern regulatory environment. And I've spent most of my 25-year career on those systems, and they have held me back the entire time. Workday's different. It was built on modern technology and built in the modern regulatory environment. Leveraging the cloud is key going forward if you want to support your business in a meaningful way. But you have to understand what cloud really is. So a lot of our legacy vendors today will talk about the cloud, but what they're really doing is taking their 30-year-old system and hosting it for you in their own data centers. What Workday does is a software as a service model, and it's multi-tenanted, meaning all of our customers are on the exact same version of the software, and it's run by Workday. So what that means is we don't have to support all these different systems and versions, and the customer gets automatic updates twice a year over a few short hours over the weekend, which means they're constantly getting new features, new functionality, the system's current and staying compliant with new regulations, and that's really what it's all about. You don't want to be bogged down by your legacy system, but the old systems inherently are going to be a barrier. They can't get you there. You need a system that is always current, always being updated, it's flexible, you can keep up with the business, and being a cloud solution is the only way to get there.